Hi everyone and welcome to our channel. So for today's card projects we are using the Kawaii Faces, which was released last month, but they're so adorable they can go on anything. And then the birthday sentiments, and these are the sentiments and the shadows that you get, and I'm using Make-A-Wish and Happy Birthday. And then we are reintroducing the Shaker Birthday Candle Set. And so you've got the treat box you can make birthday candles that are shaker, and then there's the presents and the bows. And this would be a great Christmas set too, doing it in certain colors, and that would work as well. So anyway, they are darling sets. We've got a lot of work to do, so let's get started. So at first I cut out the treat box and did a little ink blending on that. And then I also went around and ink blended the front of the candle. And we're making 3 projects at the same time. So this cardstock is from Cut Cardstock, and it's the Pop Tone Pink Lemonade. And then the yellow is called Yellow Jacket, and I'm using Tiara ink from Catherine Pooler to create highlights on that. And then I die cut out a bunch of presents. And so the presents are Raspberry Ice cardstock, Yellow Jacket, and I can't recall the other one. I think it was scrap paper actually, and it would be the kind of the pink down at the bottom there. So cut out the presents and ink blended around them. I felt like it just needed a little something, and then cut out the ribbon and then cut out matching bows. And I didn't end up using the yellow bow, but I used the other bows. And you can see a background there, 2 of them. And that was made using a stencil, some TCW Fluffy Light modeling paste, and then I added some Tiara ink pad refill into the modeling paste to get it to that yellow gold color, and it looks good on the pink and on the white. So those are the backgrounds for the 2 cards we're going to make. So now I'm gluing the top to the present, and then I'm gluing on the ribbon, and then the bows will go on a little bit later. So these would be really great. You could do them in Christmas colors, with someone's favorite colors for their birthday. Those are really great presents. That makes the whole die set worth it. Anyway, I cut out some sunglasses and facial expressions from the Kawaii Faces. That was from last month because I still can't get enough of it. And now for the flames of these candles, I'm coloring the outer flame with Copic marker Y18, and then I do the inner flame with YR68. And then to add just a little something more, I come in with a YR09 and get a little deeper orange in the flame. And then blended it out. So now this is me kind of trying to figure out where to line everything up. And then I'll trim down the cards too, because I want like a dark color, since the cardstock that I'm putting, the card base is such a light color is what I mean to say. I wanted some dark cardstock, just kind of trimming it. So I'll trim the cardstock down, and you'll see that a little bit later. So adding the presents, adding this bow, letting that dry, and then I will come in and add the most adorable little expression onto those presents. And then I'll also be gluing on a little smile onto that. And then these eyes, that they come with a cutout to glue behind them so that the white shows through. And then what I do is I take my black Copic marker and go around the edges so the eye looks totally black all the way around, except for the white dots in the middle. And those white dots just add the best expression. And then I'm just doing the little closed, excited eyes on that package. And again, going all the way around with the black marker so that it looks completely black. I could have die cut this out of black cardstock, but then I would have had to get up from my chair, and apparently I didn't feel like doing that. I actually believe these were leftover scraps from creating a project a couple weeks ago, so I'm using them up. So I do put that bow on, but I don't use the yellow bow. That's too many bows then. Oh, and the mouth. I forgot to put the cute little mouth on, so we're going to glue that. And again, going around all the edges so it looks clean and dark. And then adding the sentiment. So it's the happy birthday that I used on this one. And then I'll use the Make-A-Wish from the same die set on the other card. And I have all the products linked below so you can get them. Or all the Pixie Dust Design products linked below. Just adding the flames to the other card project that we're doing while the stacked presents dries. And that's pretty much all I'm doing for the stacked presents. Okay, so now we're going to make a shaker card. So we've done all the die cutting for this. We've got the plastic cut out and we're gluing it onto our candle front. And then we're doing 2 candles. And then we will take these foam strips, and again, mine are from Doris. I know they're not making them anymore, but Altenew offers the same. I believe Simon Says Stamp has them. Tailored Expressions has some. So you can get them somewhere. They're the exact same size. When I heard they were going out of business, I bought like 20 of them. So I have a lifetime supply. Although the way I went through them this week, maybe not. So getting the candle outlined, and I do put some on the candle flame just so that it's adhered to the backing all the way, just for extra support. So these cute little clay pieces, they're flower and leaves from Pretty Pink Posh. And I've had them for at least a year, maybe 2 years. And I've used them so many times, and look how much I still have left. They give you so much. So getting the backing on. And this paper is cardstock from Simon Says Stamps that I got from a card kit probably 4 or 5 years ago. So now I want to cut down. I already put the foam back on the front of that candle. I'm cutting it down. And if I had not peeled off the backing, I could have added one more strip along there and made the shaker that way, but didn't think about it. So anyway, I'm filling the shaker this way, one or 2 pieces at a time in that open slot, and then you bump that slot right up against the other one, and it works perfect. Nothing was leaking out. And these are bigger bits. I think if you had seed beads, maybe that would be a different story, but for these bigger clay bits, it worked perfect. I shook it and nothing came out. So we've got the 2 candles together. Let those dry. And then we're going to add our Make-A-Wish sentiment. And I'm trying to remember. That's Birthday Sentiments. That's the name of the die set. So adding from the Kawaii face set the glasses, because obviously it's a candle and it's bright, so you got to wear your sunglasses. So getting those added to it. And then filling in the sunglasses, the glass portion. The lenses, there we go, that's the word. The lens portion of the glasses. And I colored the glasses on the left using Copic BV08. The heart glasses on the right I colored using V08 Copic. And then the lens part I used B000. Didn't quite like where Wish was, so got that figured out. So gluing down the sentiment. And the sentiment set, these sentiments come, you can cut the words separate, but they also come with a really nice shadow, if that's something you need. I didn't need it for these cards, but it's nice to have that option. I just feel like it adds so much. So again, this was the Birthday Sentiments die set, and it comes with 3 sentiments. So now I'm just adding the smiles onto the candles now that the sunglasses are dry. The little blowing them a kiss thing. And then I'll cut down, as I said before, I'm going to cut down both panels so that I can get some colored cardstock behind it showing through. And that paste, it dries solid and it mails well. I tested it with my son, the TCW Fluffy Light Modeling Paste, but it's not a beast to cut through when you're using your cutter. I think if it wasn't a guillotine cutter, I think maybe there would be a problem, but it works great with that. So I'm leaning to the left on this side because I only wanted a slight border, so I'll be trimming down some of the green cardstock on that one. And then the pink I am doing right in the center because it's just the right size. And then of course I cut too much because that's what I do, and so I have to trim just a little bit off of each side to make it even. So we got that done. Now we'll add them to our card bases. And I did want a little white border. Again, I'm going to lean to the left and then trim off that little bit so it's centered, and then the pink one is fine. So now we are quickly making, showing you how to make the candle treat box. So I've got the candle. We can pretend that we made it a shaker candle. We had the back and the front. So folding the box up to get the shape, and then adding the glue. You want the bottom flap tucked in, and so you glue the shaker candle, and you can make shaker candles for both sides, or you can make plain candles on both sides. Just wanted to quickly show you how to do it, and then glue the other side. So it's really a fast and easy treat box. And this comes with the set. To finish up then, added a little bling on this card. I left the package card alone. So these sequins are from Catherine Pooler. And then I come in though with the Honeybee Holiday Wish gems because they matched the same green from Catherine Pooler so well. And so I struggled getting them off the sheet. It was a wrestling match and I eventually won. But got those little, just an added sparkle. Since there's no sparkle from the shaker bits, they're clay, I wanted added sparkle with sequins and gems. And then I took the gems and added them around the card so that there was kind of like gem explosions. Yeah, see that one flew off. And I had to glue it down because the backing stuck to my mat. So getting the gems placed there. And then I am coming in with some Wink of Stella and just going over the bows on this card. Oh, and the sentiment. Must have forgot. And I don't think I see, I can't remember now. It's been so long. I don't believe I added any Wink of Stella to the candles. But I did add some highlights on the sunglasses. And of course, my white gel pen didn't want to write. So after struggling, I finally just used the Kathy Rakusin solution and colored on my finger a little bit. It got it flowing and then it worked. So I added highlights to the glasses, and then on the candle flames I added a little, and that was it. Okay, so here are the cards we did together. So this one's a shaker, and it does shake even though I cut it off, which worked really well. So we've got the Make-A-Wish with the candles from the shaker birthday candle set, and then I used the presents to just stack them up. And then used the kawaii faces on both. And then our little project box. So we just kind of whipped this together. But it is a nice little treat box. So you can put little party favors in there. Use it for anniversaries, birthdays. You know, I mean, I used to do things for my coworkers. I still do all the time. And so little things like this, make little treat boxes that are special for them. I would love to do that. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.